Michael Shannon reprises his role as Zod.
Cool.
I will find him as a baby and kill him. I will kill that baby. What up, Reject Nation? We got ourselves some big Flash plot details revealed from the test screenings. Speed on over to that like button if you haven't done so already. John, major fan of the Flash. Read every comic that's ever existed.
Everyone.
So yeah, we found a thread that has been posted everywhere. This is one thread, and we're gonna react to it in real time. See what's in here. Spoiler warning, I think. I imagine there's spoilers in here.
It only stands to reason.
Judge the movie entirely based off of this.
And then hold it against the movie when things are different.
Whether that be good or bad. John.
Oh, yeah. There's a 100% a tease for Reverse Flash when Barry's mom is killed. A yellow figure smiles at Barry and lunges at him. Barry escapes before the yellow figure can get to him. No actor or voice. It's pretty hard to make out the figure because it's just standing in the dark and you can only see his yellow arm and red eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, look out.
At least based off of the way this first line sounds is that there's not going to be a Reverse Flash character in the movie, but at least a setup or tease for him. So it's not exactly directly pulling everything from Flashpoint. Because Reverse Flash is arguably the most personal villain for Barry in a lot of ways, especially because he's the one who killed Barry's mom. I guess saving him for a sequel, but setting him up now is a good idea. The emotional parts are good.
Oh, great.
Good to hear. Ezra has amazing chemistry with the woman who plays Barry's mom, and I heard people started crying when Barry realized he couldn't save her. 1,000 times better than the one in the CW. Who is playing Ezra Miller's mom? The woman he choked. That's what that leaked footage was.
Look, if you stay quiet, you could be in the movie. Black Flash is not really the villain of the film. It is Future Flash wearing a black Flash suit, which won't confuse anyone. They kind of merged the two characters. It's essentially Future Flash, just wearing Black Flash's suit. There are 3 Barrys in the film, and the Barry we see in the trailers, long hair, gets brutally killed by evil Barry.
That's a reveal. Okay, so Black Flash is kind of like the death representation of the speedsters, if I'm not mistaken. Future Flash was sort of actually semi-inspired. I believe the character was Savitar. Did I remember that? Savitar from the Flash series in season 3. Future Flash is like a mournful Flash, a little bit corrupted, a little bit more villainous. I've only seen the first 5 seasons of the Flash, but I believe that was season 3, if I'm not mistaken. The Future Flash is actually just the second Barry, long hair, but from the future. His motivation is that when the DCU Barry came to his universe, he ruined everything and destroyed his world. Damn. He has gotten obsessed into saving his world and keeps trying to reverse time from it getting destroyed, but it fails. So he decided to go after the person who caused this, our Barry. Interesting. There are plot points that seem sort of pulled from that exact... I mean, it's in the comic, I suppose, but I'm like, this is also like the TV series in a lot of ways. As it says, next Future Flash spent 10 years trying to reverse time and figure out a way to stop Zod from destroying the world. Zod? Zod's in this?
Do this, why not? Barry was about to go back in time, but someone, Future Barry, tried to kill him and accidentally knocked him out of the Speed Force into an alternate universe, which is Michael Keaton's world.
Ah, okay. Sick.
That's fun. So you can just trip and fall anywhere in the universe.
So is Barry trying to go back to save his mom, or is he trying to go back because he knows of the future, which is the Snyderverse dark side thingy world? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is he trying to prevent that and then he goes back, or is he going back to try to save his mom and then he winds up here?
Is this from the climax of JL? I feel like he'd be trying to save his mom if that's the prologue of the movie, but...
Michael Keaton's Batman is still active and is as unhinged now that Alfred is dead. Batman 89 and Batman Returns are canon. The movie addresses that this Batman kills. Batman Forever and Batman and Robin have been retconned away. Yeah, figures. Sasha Calle's Supergirl is Kara Zor-El. She's not the daughter of Superman. She is the cousin, even though they cast someone who looks exactly like the daughter of Superman. She was the one who survived Krypton's destruction, Earth Key, instead of Kal-El. Yeah, okay. But was captured by the government upon landing on Earth, spent her entire life locked away in a military facility. Like Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Except gender swapped. Barry 1, our Barry, got stuck in Keaton's world and finds Barry 2, who also has Flash powers. powers, and they both get Keaton Batman and Supergirl to fight a threat, Zod. They lose, and Barry 1 and 2 try to reverse time to save the universe, but it fails. Our Barry gives up, but Barry 2 doesn't. That's when Future Flash, Future Barry 2. I wonder what it was like reading the script. Because I know in a visual medium, it's really easy to keep up with. But in like a script format, you're like, wait, what? Revealing he tried to repeat time multiple times, but it failed. So instead of repeating time to stop this incident, he enters the Speed Force to try and kill the person who caused this in the first place, Barry 1. Oh, wow. So all this comes from Barry 1, Our Barry, Ezra Miller, the Ezra Miller we know and love. He's just kind of debated by others. Oscar fan favorite cheer moment. Ezra Miller. That's the one who caused all this.
It's because of that cheer-worthy vote.
Zod successfully... Wait, what?
Are we still in Act 1?
What is going on here? This seems... How is this layered? Are we reading this backwards? Zod successfully kills Keaton's Batman and Supergirl? Supergirl gets her neck snapped. What the hell? It's actually pretty brutal. Worse than when Superman snapped Zod's?
That's what I want from this movie.
How much worse can it get?
Zod and Feora are...
Feora, come on, John.
My favorite character, Feora, are alive in the new timeline.
From Man of Steel.
Yes, I remember her. Zod kills Cavill's Superman as a baby. Killing Super Baby Luke is 100% true.
That's my favorite thing I've read so far.
It works. And we didn't do it for Hitler, we did it for Superman.
That is going to piss some people off so much.
Oh, I can hear the Snyder fans now.
What a way to prevent Superman from coming into existence by killing the super baby. Michael Shannon reprises his role as Zod. Cool. I will find him as a baby and kill him. I will kill that baby.
I want that line exactly. Future Flash and Flash have a massive race because Future Flash wants to kill him. Barry doesn't want to die. That's good. When they do that, they travel into the multiverse. We see a shitload of different universes. Pattinson's Batman universe, Linda Carter Wonder Woman, Adam West Batman, Grant Gustin's Flash, more Ezra's Miller.
Pattinson's Batman?
That will fit. That's the right choice.
What? I mean, we're just going to the worlds, but do we see, like, cameos or just the worlds?
I feel like, yeah, Flash will just run through a frame and then Bruce will turn around really quick and then he'll make a joke about hating it when people disappear really fast.
Who was that? The answer's justice.
The answer's justice. Hopefully by the end of the movie we'll see. This is looking bleak.
Superman's existence is left somewhat ambiguous.
Schrodinger's Superman.
What do you mean? He's a dead baby.
The best dead baby joke in the DCEU.
Any film and TV show, including Peacemaker, released between Man of Steel and Shazam 2, are set in the old timeline. Shazam 2 is set in the old timeline. Everything after The Flash is set in the new timeline. Green Lantern, Zatanna, Batgirl. I'm trying to understand this. So afterwards, a new timeline is going to be set up, right? That's what we all figured.
Be the main timeline.
A new one. Go, this is the correct one, audience. We know what we're doing.
We know what we're doing unless you prove otherwise.
Unless you don't like it, we'll change it.
We'll change it again. Yeah, we'll find a new multiverse reset button. You'll see. We'll get it one of these days. Iris is only a cameo in this movie, and she only appears at the end when Barry's father is released from prison.
Oh, he gets released.
Yeah, good old wrap up to that story there. Barry really made something of himself.
WB's plan is to use Keaton as a temporary replacement for DCU Batman. And after, I want to read the crossed out part, after Crisis, which they are leading up to.
Ooh.
They now say that they all know that Pattinson will be involved in Crisis. Are they doing a Crisis on Infinite Earths?
That's the implication. Yeah, I mean, they were going to at some point.
Sometimes when you just want to react on camera, it makes you go, maybe I should have gotten some notes before doing this. Nothing on whether he will join the DCU full-time afterwards. Wait a minute, why? Why are they doing a Crisis on Infinite Earths so soon? You're already hopping a Flashpoint.
Because that's the point of the DCEU. That's their theme, is just...
What's Marvel doing?
Let's get to the. You know what's great about Marvel? Those culmination movies. What if every movie was just a culmination movie without the 5 movies in between?
Crisis on Infinite Earths. You guys might have heard of Secret Wars that is being teased to possibly come up. It's just like Multiverse of Madness is coming out, and then you got Flashpoint coming out, and then so Secret Wars is like multiversal wars, battles going on that will result in a specific timeline. Crisis on Infinite Earths, which was already done on the crossover, which featured Ezra Miller, by the way, is now happening here. Then Pattinson? I don't feel like, just leave Pattinson alone.
Let him be his own.
WB, stop it.
Guys,
let him do his own thing.
Batman is a good standalone franchise.
Don't let him do it. Don't Pattinson say no. The answer is justice.
The answer is justice. Oh, Batfleck, here we go. Batfleck doesn't die, but isn't part of the new timeline. He's just stranded on an
cool
island in the continent. Maybe he'll finally get his Batman movie.
Ben Affleck lives on.
It'll make a weird fracture where now Batfleck is the solo universe, not related Batman, and somehow Pattinson gets folded into the garishness of whatever the DCU becomes. The movie is canon to the Snyder Cut. Hey, with Iris West remembering that Barry Allen saved her, and Barry and Ben Affleck's Batman talking about how Barry has time traveled before to save the day. Those references are kept vague enough that people who didn't watch the Snyder Cut won't really be confused.
I had that guess that he would have gotten some inspiration from talking with Batman about how he time traveled that one time. Isn't that a great guess? So the movie ends with the creation of a new DCE with Keaton's Batman and Ka. How do you say her last name? Ka?
Kaye
Supergirl. Keaton's Batman is rebooted into a new version that never killed. We're gonna wipe away his damn sins, and his villains are still alive.
Quick montage of him bonking people with padded instruments in all the same scenes.
To clarify this here, the Snyderverse becomes a parallel universe branch timeline. Batfleck does not die. His last scene sets up his return. Crisis on Infinite Earths movie that WB is developing. Okay,
just won't let him go.
All right, let's go to they got some mid credits, post credit. John, take it away.
Hey, mid-credits says that Flash will tell Aquaman that he wonders if a Superman exists here too, and Aquaman looks at him confused because there ain't a Superman.
There's not a Superman.
Nah.
It then proceeds to show Supergirl smiling at Barry, and he smiles back, and it shows him looking over what's next to her. His face is full of shock, and the movie ends. Maybe a Cavill nod, but I don't know. This is WB going, let's wait to see if they like this. If not, we'll bring Snyderverse back.
Yeah. It's still possible, even though he killed him just now as a baby.
Well, no, I mean, it sounds like the Superman killed in their universe was
a different Superman.
Was different Superman. And it sounds like Snyderverse, especially because Affleck's alive, based off what I just previewed off this post-credits, and it also follows that Affleck can then continue. And I heard something like a couple days ago about Ben Affleck going to see the Nightmare Earth of Snyderverse world. I don't know how to talk about these things.
We live in a society.
Yeah.
Affleck tease post credits. Come find us, Barry. Affleck crisis tease.
Oh, so it's like a flipperoo.
And it'll be the next movie.
Answers the key. It's different. Affleck is now saying, find us, Barry.
Find us.
Well, dude, I mean, look, I have no opinion on this other than, like, this sounds wild. This sounds strange and bizarre. I think that at least they're not erasing the Snyderverse from what it sounds like. It actually sounds like they're keeping a separate timeline in case they're like, we need to go back to that.
That seems like the smartest aspect of this whole thing is that they are I feel like if you're going to open a multiverse, then you should absolutely have that avenue open, and that is smart of them to do. They don't have to make a bunch more JL movies, but hey, if it's profitable, they can.
But I'm confused when it says that Zod kills Supergirl and Keaton's Batman. I'm like, I thought Keaton's Batman wasn't Batgirl.
Yeah, that's a prequel, or he gets knocked into the multiverse at a different point in time too.
Well, guys, this news is nuts. What do you think?
Are you excited?
I know I am. I was born excited. Ezra Miller should be held accountable. I'll leave it off on that. How about that for an ending?
Set up for a casting change.
Yet, I'm still excited for this movie to see what this turns into, and I'm happy that it's at least getting well received. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you guys soon.